If you find yourself in a situation where you improvise solos and they are weak as hell, what's probably happening is you're not finding rhythmic home. You don't understand the interior of the pocket, and you don't know how to make your notes stick in a way that makes the music meaningful and feel good. Let's dig in. Let's take a look at The Thrill Is Gone by B.B. King. What is the pocket in that song? It's kind of like... So there's a feeling that the entire rhythm section is projecting. That's a drum part. You got doom, do, do, boom, bing, boom. You have the guitar, chick, chit, 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 cat, cat. The keyboards are laying chords. They are all participating in creating the exterior of the pocket, right? Think about the pocket. Now, what's B.B. King doing? He is putting something in the interior of it and wiggling it around. Now, is he using the same materials rhythmically that the pocket is made of? If he did, the song would sound like this. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. The thrill is gone. That's crazy, right? You don't do that, because if you have the pocket and you have the thing that goes in the pocket and they're the same, no baby. So you want to make a music baby. How do you do that? Well, the pocket is designed to contain a certain kind of looseness, right? You go in there and you wiggle in a nice and unpredictable way. So on this kind of feeling, rhythmic home is that rhythmic treatment that the singer gives the song, meaning so I'm not playing note per note, The Thrill Is Gone, but there's something about the treatment that the singer gives the song. There's a looseness that size pocket allows, right? It defines how you can wiggle inside. So it's not just about being metric where you're going like tit 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 or tit 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 or tit 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 tit. There's a sort of greasy kind of motion that you can find yourself doing. Now, I know I'm being very creepy, but it's kind of like that, right? Boom, chicka, doo, doo, ga. Oh, way do, way do, way ba, ba, bo, baby, ba. So in my mind, I'm aware of what the music is, meaning what the feeling of the pocket is, but the way that I'm moving through it is more like figurative dancing. If you describe the feeling of being in the pocket versus playing the pocket itself, it's kind of like the relationship between the band and the dancer. It's figurative dance. You have a beat, but the way you dance isn't always so on beat or doing the robot. Imagine that you're going up to play with B.B. King's band, a bunch of like 60, 70-year-old black guys that have been playing shuffles forever, and you do the robot. The thrill is gone, right? That's like, what the fuck is this person doing here? It's not the way you move to this music. Well, that's what it feels like to start hammering 8th notes or 16th notes without addressing the interior feeling of the music. Like... right, that thing, it's not home. Home is this. Right, there's a sort of greasy, loose thing that all the lines need to come back to and depart from. So when I go to improvise on a thing like that, the first thing is to just sing the melody the way it's sung, the way BB is singing it, in my mind, to just realize how I should be playing on that tune rhythmically. If I just know a pentatonic scale, that's enough to start generating that thing. Now, when I want to go deeper into some shreddy things, I need to learn how to resolve back into that rhythmic feeling. On YouTube, when you watch like any other channel, people will tell you resolve your lines. Like you just need to get to a place in time and just land them, right? As if that's a resolution. But a resolution in this case is being able to go back into this poetic kind of spoken flow. So if I'm playing Thrill Is Gone, let's play a line that starts in that vibe and then gets a little busy and comes back. So it'll be like, so everything I'm doing is always trying to come back to the pocket. Now let's talk about a different pocket. Something that drives me crazy is seeing people playing funk without having any idea what a funk song actually should sound like. So let's say you're at a jam session and somebody calls a funky tune like most people start playing something like this. Which is da 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 da. Well, think about an actual funk melody, right? If I think about disco, staying alive, staying alive. What's happening here? Well, the melody, the language rhythmically of the melody is so much more intense than what occurs to most people rhythmically that they are playing in a way that doesn't fit the pocket, meaning the pocket can't be satisfied by their lack of girth. They need to have more musical girth to actually slam that shit in there. It's like that's the language that you need to have to make that music feel like it's going somewhere, because that's the language that the melody uses. That's what the pocket is for. If it wasn't that melody, the rhythm section would probably do something else. The only reason that the rhythm section are doing what they're doing is to support that kind of rhythmic behavior. So if I have this like just taking Dorian, I'm quoting like the rhythms from Staying Alive, but all of a sudden I'm like in this, oh shit, fusion, because rhythmically I'm zoned in and locked in to the correct interpretation of the central pocket, of the central atmosphere of the song. I am aware of the interior of the pocket. Now you can take it really far. If you listen to Louis Armstrong, that's the greasiest pocket that ever existed, right? If you think about like the way he sings, obviously I can't do it, but like it'll be crazy. Like, right? It's just like belligerent, like a drunk person swinging, but it feels so good when he does it, right? You can be influenced by that treatment of the pocket, right? So I'm still aware of, I'm playing against it. I'm aware of the space I'm filling, but the more awareness I have from the interior of the pocket, the more I'm able to project the exterior, because everything I am doing is related to this boundary that I'm transmitting to you. If I go, you can hear the thing that I'm imagining that I'm playing inside of, but I'm able to stretch it because I'm not afraid that it's going to disappear in my mind. I have a strong enough concept of it. And I think that when you're practicing, that's exactly what you want to develop. That's what the metronome is for. The metronome is a tool like a projector screen where I project a feeling into. And as a soloist, you have to be so comfortable with that rhythmic backdrop to where you can take chances against it. You can actually wiggle your way asymmetrically through it, not just metrically, meaning not just go through subdivisions like eighth notes, triplets, 16th notes. All those are great, but they are the materials that the rhythm section is making things from. You can use them, you can create drama and interest with them, but the thing you're gunning for is the way that the melody would be sung. Now, something to keep in mind when you're playing jazzy style, stuff with a swing groove, is that there's a certain behavior that the pocket allows you in terms of how the melody is laid out in time. For instance, if I take Bohemian Rhapsody and I go, Mama, I just killed a man, put a gun against his head. I pulled my trigger, now he's dead. People would be like, why are you doing this to me? That sucked a lot, right? That felt bad because that rock groove makes that melody rhythmically be what it is, right? It's like you want to hear it. Ba-ba, do-de-de-da, do-da-da-de-da-de-do. So meaning variation rhythmically is not really acceptable. But now let's swing and let's imagine you're listening to some shitty Michael Bublé record and he's decided to do that. And you have like, one, to do, to do. And now it's a mama just killed a man. Put a gun up against his head. Pulled my trigger. Now he's dead. In that context, it's fine to change the rhythmic values. And a lot of jazz improvisation is built on that concept. Like if I keep a melody in my mind, right, could be Twinkle Twinkle, but now I can shift the rhythmic values because the pocket allows this flexibility where the listener can still hear it and be like, oh, that's just Twinkle Twinkle jazzy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I can add shit to it, still sounds in the style. Certain grooves have pockets that forgive more. It's really a matter of having this perspective in your soloing, in your music. Listen to what the singer's doing, draw the same rhythmic material from what the singer's doing, and treat that as rhythmic home. If you dig this stuff, we have a crazy great Patreon. The best information out there, I guarantee it. I'm not going to give you back your money, but I'll give you back your time if you don't like it. Also, subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the things, and we'll see you next time.